What's good, leaders? Welcome back to another episode of New World Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Kyrie Green, and today we have a very special guest with us.
Oh,
Appreciate
man.
you for coming out, man. It's a pleasure.
You already know.
Listen, I appreciate every last one of y'all. I can't say it enough. I know y'all probably like, damn, why you keep saying it? It's because I really mean, I genuinely mean this, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. We continue to grow every day. Like, the community continues to grow. New people are, tapping in with the movement, and we just getting out to more people. So what y'all doing? Keep doing what y'all doing, because this wouldn't be possible if y'all, you. I'm not gonna say y'all, you. I'm talking to you specifically. None of this would be possible if you were not sitting here watching this episode right now. Remember that.
For sure.
With that being said, go ahead, let them know who you are and what you do, man.
Man, I got plenty of names. I got the plumber guy, Reed, Sharp Cut Reed, whatever, man. They call me by multiple names around these days. For real.
Go ahead, man. New year, how your year going so far? Still, we're about a month in, but it's still a freshman year. How your year going so far?
Alhamdulillah, to the grace of Allah SWT first.
Definitely.
Alhamdulillah, I've been having a good year, a prosperous year thus far. Everything good. I'm healthy. I just had a fight on Gillian Wallace.
Yeah, I saw that. I definitely saw that.
Yeah, I broke the belt home, man.
Uh-huh.
I've been having a good year. Alhamdulillah. Other than that, I've just been trying to link up with you, bro. Get on this platform.
It's here.
Bro.
We hear it now. We hear it. Now I want to go into that Gillian Wallow knockout first. I want to get into that. That was blasted all over the gram. Talk about that experience.
That experience? Well, Gil, that's my old head. He good dude. You know Gil, man. That's my old head, him and Wallow. Actually, I was trying to fight the bull DK.
I know.
That's my man. My man DK. That's my guy. I was trying to fight DK for the longest, and my man Lil Nicky, he was trying to fight some other dude. I forgot his name. But long story short, I got into that, was trying to fight DK. DK tried to get me to fight the bull Pressure that got put to sleep. I was going to end up fighting him, but what happened was I chalked it. Like, you know what? I don't even want to fight these niggas no more, X, Y, and Z. Then I went with my man Lodge to the weigh-in. So Gil like, Reed, you still want to fight, nigga? I'm like, yeah, man, it don't matter who I fight. Just give me a fight, man. And they wound up giving me the guy I wound up fighting. But the funny thing is, my man from Jersey that knocked the guy out, who he knocked out? The cop. He knocked the cop out. That's my man from Jersey.
Okay.
I was about to fight him. But then he like, no, Reed, we don't need to fight. I'm going to fight the cop bull. You fight this big bull. So I'm like, this nigga like 300 pounds? I mean, like 30 pounds more than me. I'm like, F it. I'm like, F it, go ahead. So I go and do that, right? So I sign the papers. I do the physical and all of that. Gil like, nigga, so we do the face off, whatever. So when it come to the fight, I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm not physically ready yet, but I was willing to take like any risk at all. Because for me, I don't care about what niggas like. I don't really care about what people say. I never did. I never care about what people say all throughout my life. So I just took the risk. But this time when I go back, he's supposed to do one next month in March or a month or two after that. But make a long story short, I took the fight and I went in there and I played it smart because I didn't know nothing about him. And that was the night before the fights. So I ain't know nothing about him. He ain't know nothing about me. But the ending result was, all right, I'm going to play this smart. I'm not going to go in there like these other dudes. I seen these niggas get knocked out. Niggas going to sleep.
You going night-night.
Yeah, they sleeping with the sheep and all that. I ain't trying to be sleeping with the and you know out of everybody that know me, I talk a lot of trash. I talk a lot of crap to niggas. That's all I do.
So
I talk trash.
You can't go out there and get
I said, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to play this joint smart. I'm going to box him, jab him, a little 1-2 here and there and all that. And then my shape I wasn't in the best shape as far as my stamina. So by the end of the second round, I got winded. So when the end of the second round came, I said, this third round, I'm going to run from this nigga. I already got my ish off. Already got my little 1-2s off. I'm going to run. So after the second round, I had Sayola It was Sayola. Shout out to Sayola. Muslim Poppy. Shout out to him.
I seen he was definitely
and Jesse Hart.
Okay.
Which is a professional boxer in the city. Shout out to Jesse Hart. They just ride my man. They ride my man. Jesse.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But yeah, I had them in my corner, and it was what it was. But I'm definitely coming back, and I'm definitely gonna put something to sleep next time.
We look forward to seeing that. Another belt to the curb, man. Another belt to the curb.
Real rat, man.
So we gonna go back before all of the names came about. I want to talk about like a bit of your upbringing. Growing up, did you see yourself being involved in any of the lanes that you in today?
Yeah and no. Only because, like, as a kid, I used to walk by construction sites, walk by all the mud and all that, and see the heavy machinery. And I used to see the machine like, damn, like, what they doing with this, X, Y, and Z. But I never actually seen myself doing plumbing. I never saw that for me. Like, the only way I got into it because my step-pop, he pretty much was married to my mom at the time, and he started becoming a plumber. So when I seen him do it, I'm like, damn, all right, cool. But that was the end of their marriage. So by the time he became a plumber, they was already done. But at the end of that, he was just like, look, get down. I'm going to show you how to do X, Y, and Z. Go to school. Go to this, do that. And I'm like, all right, bet. Yeah. So I'm 14, 15 years old, just coming back from like running the streets and doing nonsense. And that's what I'm doing now. So now I'm leaving school or I'm not going to school, or in the summertime, I do security at night. And then in the morning, as soon as I get off security, I'll go ahead and shoot to the job at 7:30 in the morning. But I was a mediocre dude then. I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I thought I did. Some days I even came to work at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and thought I was doing something. Yeah. I was naive. I was out of pocket.
I'm sure over the time you done learned, a lot more about, just that field in general. Probably done connected with some people that put you on game. Like maybe try.
Most definitely, for sure.
There's a lot of things that come out of just even just trying. Even if you don't got all the information about something, and you just be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, and you just continue to walk on that path. It's people that you're gonna come across on that path that's gonna put you on game and everything.
It's a lot of great people and connections I made throughout the history of me plumbing now. Like, I'd have been plumbing since I was 14, 15 years old. Now I'm 34. I'm like, bro, I done made so many connections with so many great people. So many doors have opened for me. And it's just like, I'm proud of myself. A lot of people said they so proud of me, but I don't really see, like, that's like me telling you, I always tell you, bro, I'm proud of you. Like, the way you took off and did what you did, like, I'm proud of all y'all. You.
I appreciate it, man.
Mike, Carr, all y'all, man, that got y'all platforms. And shout out to Sakar, man.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Carr.
Big shout out
that was my
youngin'.
But it's just like, all these ways and platform and gateways, I'm appreciative of you even putting me on this platform, because you didn't have to. No, you ain't got to.
Listen, but I want everybody to be able to connect with somebody on the channel. Like, somebody asked me a question before. This is my first time ever talking about this. Somebody was like, all right, well, what type of people do you have on here? I'm like, I don't limit like a certain, characteristic or, a certain type of person to the channel. Because I feel like everybody has a message that somebody needs to hear. And I want everybody who comes across New World Leaders to be able to take a scroll and find somebody who they feel like they can connect with. So they were like, well, what, you only have entrepreneurs in here and things like that? I said, no, I'm not limited to just entrepreneurs, just people who have a business or, things like that, because I feel like somebody who clocks in and out and loves what they do, love their job, they still have a powerful message. Somebody who's in the process of building something, they have a powerful message. So I don't limit, who's on the channel, because listen, somebody gonna come across this, they're gonna hear what you say, and they're gonna be able to, it's gonna resonate with them. They're gonna be able to connect with what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
So
they could definitely hit up like my business Instagram. Is Phila PHILA _ plumbing. Again, PHILA_plumbing.
We gonna make sure y'all got that in the description, so y'all can tap in with that as well. Now plumbing, I definitely want to touch on this plumbing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know a lot of people may be in a space where it's like, all right, a big thing, especially for people that's making a transition from high school to college, is like, all right, do I want to go to trade school? Do I want to go to college? Talk about like your experience with plumbing, and if you were somebody in a space where it's like, all right, making that transition, which
Mm-hmm.
route would you take? Would you go to college, or would you be like, yo, no, I'm gonna go to trade school and take this trade in plumbing?
No, I wouldn't go to college. And only reason I say that, like, that's the route you took. That's the route a lot of different people take. But to me, I always been like a family man in my head. So it's like I got kids I need to take care of. I need it. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm impatient, but I'm a instant guy. I want it to be right then and there. Even though school takes time, and what people fail to understand is, even if you do go to college, you can take the trade up in college. You can get the knowledge there. But some people have the knowledge and don't have the skill set. So you might have the skill set and might not have the knowledge. Yeah. So, excuse me. So when it goes to that, it's like I wouldn't go to college, and I don't regret not going, because the skill that I have is just like nobody can take it away from me. Just like when you get your diploma, can't nobody take that away from you. Yeah. You follow me? So I feel like they resonate in the same. They're parallel with each other, because if you go to school, you get the knowledge about plumbing or pipe fitting or whatever you want to call it, mechanics. You're going to have the knowledge to be able to go on a work site and say, this isn't correct. This is correct. This is the way you do this. This is the way you do X, Y, and Z. So even with the plumbing, either way is you winning. Me personally, I wouldn't go to college.
Okay. And I only ask that because I try to touch on people who have been in college, and also people who are involved in like trades and things like that, because I feel like it's a big, like, sometimes it could be like it can be misinterpreted with people like, oh, you don't need college, right? And I want people to understand, like, when individuals might say you don't need college, that doesn't mean like when you get out of high school, don't continue to learn.
Right.
Like, you still want to continue that post secondary education, for you to be able to, continuously grow and learn for what's out in the world. But you have different routes that you can take.
What they're failing to understand is the main concept of this is school. Mm-hmm. Even if you go into college, that's still school. Mm-hmm. And then when you go to a trade, it's called trade school. Yeah. So they're not even it's not resonating in their mind that I'm still going to college. After high school, what is it? It's like, what do you want to call that? Trade school? It's not college. It is college.
It's still, yeah, in a way it is. Like, I done seen it all. Like, people might say, well, so and so said I don't need college. I don't need to go to school. No, and I'll be looking like, wait, time out. They're probably saying it in a way like, you don't need to go to college, but you still need to pursue some form of post-secondary education for you to be able to grow. Like, you don't want to just get out of high school and be stuck because you didn't, even if it's not, trade school, maybe an apprenticeship, something like that. Like, you didn't go do something for you to be able to learn and continue to learn. You were just like, all right, I don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm going to figure it out.
Because all of those are post-secondary education. Mm-hmm. I don't care where you go or what the hell you do. All that stuff is post-secondary education. Yeah. You're going to go to a trade school. That's still school. Mm-hmm. You're going to an apprenticeship. They're still teaching you. You're still learning. Mm-hmm. You're going to a work site. You're still learning. So regardless of what you do, you need a secondary education. I don't care what you're doing. Unless you want to work at, no shade to the people that work at McDonald's and all that. Unless you want to go there and do that, like,
listen, if that's I'm all for, I'm all for telling people, do what makes you happy. If that's genuinely what makes you happy and that's something that you're passionate about working at McDonald's and climbing that corporate ladder. But I feel like even then, you're still going to need to, like you still, that's still in a way continuing that post-secondary education, because you wouldn't be able to climb the corporate ladder without having certain things in place. You can't just walk into McDonald's and get a corporate level position if you don't have certain things. So
Yeah,
they might offer it to you.
certain credentials you may not have.
Yeah.
They might want a bachelor or a master's.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going on that corporate level,
Yeah.
if you're going on the corporate scale, they're going to want a bachelor's or a master's or whatever it is. I don't know how they carry it.
They'll tell you, especially if they offer you these things. They'll say, "Well, we would love to offer you this, yet you don't have these credentials. So how
now you're done?
How can we work this out? Like, you don't have these credentials.
Now it's back on the fries. You go. There you go. Right.
But
there.
yeah, definitely, I want to stress the importance of, like, even if somebody is telling you, yeah, you don't need to go to like college, you still need to pursue some form of post-secondary
don't let
education.
nobody ever tell you that dumb, excuse my language, that dumb ass shit. Don't let nobody tell you that dumb shit, bro.
Like,
you
seriously.
gotta, if you want to be Reed, you want to be him, you want to be whoever it is that you want to be. You want to be like a rapper. Some of the biggest rappers in the world, secondary education.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac, he went to school.
Mm-hmm.
All these people, they went to school that people don't even know about. Mm-hmm. But that's because they're ignorant to the knowledge. Yeah. And that's why I love this podcast, because I want to get the knowledge out to not just the younger people, because some of these old heads around my age, they lost in the sauce too.
I hear that as well.
These niggas lost in the sauce, bitch.
And I hear it and I experience it, because with me being young and me being blessed enough to have the influence that I have, I have people that in a wide range of ages that come to me and may ask me for advice, or be like, "No, I heard you talk about this. I want to ask you about this." Like, I look from those experiences that I had, I see that no matter what stage you are in life, like, you don't have it all figured out. You don't have it all figured out, and you're still growing. And then not only that, just because somebody is not older than you, they may not be an elder or something like that, doesn't mean that you can't learn from them.
I'm glad you said that. I'm super glad you said that, because one thing I told, like, I was on another podcast, and I was telling Mike on the other podcast that y'all not the type of dudes, right? Because y'all still a little bit younger than me. Y'all not that much younger. But y'all the type of dudes to where if y'all say something to me, it would click in my brain. Only because the maturity level, the aspect of how y'all move every day, the mindset, and I personally know your family, like, personally. So I already know the background that you come from. I know the background that he comes from. So y'all the type of younger dudes to where I can sit there and you say, "Reed, look, man, I think X, Y, and Z." And then I'll consider that, versus another youngin that I know, he might say, "Man," and he ain't making any sense. And I'm just like, "All right, go sit down and well." You feel me? It's all about how you carry yourself. And like you said, people think you don't have it all. But the people that understand that they don't have it all, those are the people that have it all, because they have enough sense to know I don't have it all. Yeah. So now those are the people that are ahead. The people that think they have it all, those are the people that are behind. So even with that being said, it's just like, I can take advice from somebody like you. I can take advice from somebody like Mike. I can take advice from y'all whole camp was sturdy. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Y'all whole camp was super sturdy.
I talk about it all the time. Yeah. It's like a dream team, like a dream team.
One thing they need to know is y'all was super sturdy, bro.
Like a dream team.
Y'all was some sturdy getting money.
And it was like that. It was like that solely because of our dynamic. Like, we made it our duty to stay on top of each other. Mm-hmm. Like, we come together like, "Yo, listen, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. What do you want to do? How can we all help you?" Right. Whatever you said in there that you wanted to do, and you gave us your word that you were going to do that thing, we held you to a standard. Like, all right, you told us this is what you want to do. We're going to help you.
You're supposed to hold people accountable. Mm-hmm. Especially if you call somebody your homie or your brother or your friend or your family. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold you accountable for what you do every fucking time.
Exactly.
I don't care what it is. And then when I'm doing something, if you're not holding me accountable, then that's a problem. Yeah. That's the disconnect. So even with this podcast, the New World Leaders podcast, like I fuck with it because not just only that you're not talking just to the youngins, and you're not talking at the youngins. You're talking with them. Like, look, how can we sit down and we figure this out?
Yeah.
Like, how can we figure this out to where you live a different lifestyle than what these other young boys live? Like I was saying previously, with my kids, I'm not going now. Allahu alam on how the future, what the future holds. But at the same time, I don't want my son to be on Instagram with a pistol.
Yeah.
Then I gotta break his jaw.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I want him to be on there with a pistol, but it's holstered. And I know he had his credentials with it, and I know he know how to operate his pistol, his firearm. These young boys got pistols on them in their pants. They can go off. You can cheddar bob yourself. All this shit going on, like
it's a big thing. Like we all have rights and things put in place for us to be able to do these things. Like it's literally written in the Constitution that we have the right to bear arms. I am not against that at all. I am solely against like not understanding the power of this thing and what it can do, and then not only being having something and not being able to control yourself with it, right? Like I feel like that's a big thing. Like people get get weapons and things like that, and they don't have enough self-control within themselves, so they just lash out and they become whatever it is that they have with them. They are no longer themselves. They are whatever it is. Like, oh yeah, I got a gun. Now you feel like somebody look at you wrong. Now you gotta go off. No, it's you don't have.
Because I'm the type of dude, and like you say you wanted to say something about upbringing, right?
Yeah.
Upbringing. Oh, let's get into that. Let's definitely get into that because I was thinking as far as upbringing is concerned. So everybody be thinking like since I lived down west for so many years, that I'm a west dude. I'm a north dude actually. No, I always gotta let them know. Yeah, even on the guild joint, I let niggas. I'm from north with an F, nigga. Like this is a North Philly baby, bro. You know what I mean? The Blackwell family. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Friend family too. That's my pop side. Like, okay. Man, I'm a North baby. All my family from North. Oh, my cousin Meatball, she crazy as shit.
I know.
That girl crazy as shit. North baby. Don't play with her because she'll fuck you up.
Don't play with
like,
her, man.
At the end of the day, like, North baby, man. Grew up down North. Diamond Street. Susquehanna, Susquehanna. All over the place.
All around.
It's just crazy. Yeah, man. Like, I was born and raised up there. Then I got a little bit older, moved down west, migrated to west. They love me down there. It was just like my upbringing was like weird. And I ain't gonna say weird in a bad way. It was weird in a good way. Like we always was like at my brother pop crib, or my cousins always was at my house. Like we was like the 90s, the modern day 90s family, like 90s 2000 family, Like I had more fun being outside, running around in the streets. Like I was always a street runner. My brothers, they was in the crib playing their video games and all that. I was always street runner bull, being out. I was social butterfly bull. So it was like, even growing up, it was more or less like I knew more about the streets than I had supposed to. So when I seen certain shit, it was like, all right, I can't take this back home. My mom know I ain't. She didn't expose me to this shit, so I can't go back home with this shit, but I kept it in the back of my mind. All right, I'm going to be a street smart motherfucker. But being a street smart motherfucker pulled me more into the streets. Like, and there's a difference between a hood nigga and a street nigga. And this is my definition. Don't take me verbatim.
Okay.
But this is how I look at it. A street nigga is a nigga, he could be out here in the streets, scheming, willing and dealing, middleman and shit, doing nut ass shit. Just a nut ass nigga. That's a street nigga, right? Shooting niggas, toting pistols when he don't got to. Now a hood nigga is a nigga that just live in the hood. For example, like not you necessarily, but I can say, all right, you a hood nigga. You live in the hood, but you don't. but the hood don't live in you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You live in the hood, but the hood don't live in you. You can walk the streets, but you don't street walk.
Yeah.
So at the same time, it's just like, damn, like, I learned that I don't want to be a street nigga. Like, I learned I don't want to be a street nigga because I seen the cost that come with it, and I'm not paying that cost.
Yeah.
I refuse to. I got kids. I got shit going on in my life. I got business. I can't risk my life trying to play with these fools, bro.
And I think I'm glad that you said that, because like, just because you were, you know, brought into something don't mean that you have to become that thing. Like, you know, I grew up in West Philly all of my life. If you're from Philly and you know you be in West Philly, you know there's a lot of crazy things that go on in West Philly, but just all around Philly, like, no matter what, I do not allow these things to define me. Like, I don't allow my zip code, my neighborhood, none of that, where I'm from. I don't allow none of that to define me and who I am, how I carry.
And your pop ain't allowed that shit.
Like, definitely, like, that's
shout
thing,
out to me.
Yeah,
man.
That's one thing that
my
my dad is big on, is just like, yo, just because, you know, these things are going on in your environment, you don't have to, you know, involve yourself in this type of stuff. And every male figure that I've had in my life has always been big on that. Like, yo, I see something in you. Like, even if you don't see it in yourself, I see something in you, and you know, I'm going to hold you to the standard until you see this thing, and then you know you can fly on your own. Now you see it, and then you taking off with it. So like, just because you're brought up into something don't mean that you have to become a product of that environment. Like, you can live in the hood, but that don't mean that you gotta, you know, involve yourself in the streets that's in your neighborhood. If that makes sense. You don't gotta get involved in that stuff, because, like you talked about the price, there's a price that comes with, you know, actions that you carry out. You involving yourself in street activity, you are going to eventually pay some type of price. And when you have responsibilities and things that you take care of, things that, you know, you need to take care of, whether it's kids, a family, yourself. Even if it's not, you know, kids and a family, yourself. Like, you need to take care of yourself. If you're not evaluating that and you just like, no, I'm gonna just go out and get involved with this stuff, now you're like, you are neglecting your responsibilities.
And a lot of reasons why people are neglecting responsibilities, because they're not given responsibilities by the elders, the fathers, the uncles, the cousins, the older cousins. They're not given responsibility. So when you don't have responsibility, you don't know what to do, and you run rampant. So when you run rampant, it's just like you're just going to be attracted or sucked in or pulled into whatever it is that your homies over here doing, because they already 16, 17. They don't have no control. So nobody taught them shit. So now you're getting sucked into that, and ain't nobody in your ear saying, yo, what the fuck is you doing? Like, because I always been that uncle, bro. No bullshit. I'm that uncle. I'm that cousin. I'm that brother. I'm that nephew. I'm that husband. I'm all of that.
He's all in one.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if I see my niece's nephew do some dumb shit, I don't care if they pop whoop their ass. I'm coming to whoop your ass.
None of that matters.
Yeah, my nephews, my nieces, cousins, brothers, sisters, whoever it is, I'm going at you. Even my older cousins, they do some dumb shit, I'm going at you. Like, you might not like it, but I don't care.
It's needed, and it comes from a place of love. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, just because your older cousin doing something that you know is wrong. Oh, he older than me, I can't call him out. You know, your uncle or something doing something wrong.
I'm going at that,
I can't,
niggas, bro.
That doesn't mean nothing. Like, if you have love for an individual, and I feel like even if you may not know somebody, but you know, you have the opportunity to speak to them, and you can guide them. Like, yo, listen, you shouldn't be doing that. You know, you should look in the direction of this, because if you continue to do this thing, here's where
I
it
ain't
will
gonna
lead
lie.
you.
I go at niggas, like, I go right at niggas. Like, I'm gonna go at you full throttle. Like, I'm going right at you. Like, oh, you wanna be a street nigga? All right, I'm going at you like a street nigga. Like, but it's to get you for the click in your brain. Like, nigga, this shit real.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking jokes out here. Ain't nobody out. What he said on Friday? Ain't nobody playing but you.
Listen,
you run around the street all day playing. Like, and then in addition to that, I don't want to see these young boys like. That's why when my son had company, all right, yo, where they pop at? You feel me?
Yeah.
Where they pop at?
Yeah.
I don't care where they mom at. Where they pop at? And if they pop not there, then it goes to, all right, let me speak to their parents, their mom, or whoever it is that's governing them.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, you're not gonna have your kid at my house, and I don't know who you are, and I don't know your kid. Only my son knows your kid, and only my son might have met you, or my daughter only met you. Let me know who you are. So I had him call his friend, yo, who he live with, his pop. All right, tell his pop pull up. His pop pull up, meet his pop. All right, yeah, what's up? Da-da-da. We busted up. Oh yeah, all right. Now your son can chill here.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like same way. I don't want my son to be over there. I don't know who his pop is.
Yeah. That's something
Or
that my
my daughter
mom
go over
big
there.
on.
Like, yeah, your mom big on that.
My
Like, nigga,
mom big on,
what?
my mom was big on that growing up, and it's solely because her whole thing was like, listen, I know that I can only protect you from but so much, but I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you don't get exposed to the wrong thing. So like, if I know I can control, like, all right, you want to go somewhere? All right, well, at least let me meet their mom, like their
Real
friend.
rap,
Like,
bro.
they want to come over here, well, who their mom and things like that.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I do everything in my power that you don't get involved in the wrong things. And I do want to touch on, like, you saying like it's not a game, right?
Right.
I was watching Amin Hurst's interview with Tales from the Jails.
Oh
In
man.
that, like, it was something in it that was just like, all I kept saying in my head was just like, damn, man, like damn. Hearing, somebody so young, he said, you've been incarcerated since he was 14 years old. He's now 20 or 21, something around there. And it has been, he's been given 55 to 110 years, something around there, like this outlandish number. And I'm sitting in my head like, yo, damn, like anybody who is currently in a space where it's like they're not really, like, it hasn't clicked in their mind that it's not a game and you don't get any redos. You need to hear stuff like that.
Bro,
like you need to hear stuff like
I'm gonna give you a tell from the jail story.
Mhm.
Then something you probably don't even know.
Okay.
When I was like 15, 16, I was out of control. So that's when I really start like losing my mind. Like, and that's why this what brought me to the plumbing shit. This got me to the plumbing shit. This is right before the plumbing shit. So I'm like, I was 14 when I started. I told you I was mediocre in and out of it, 15, 16, me and my homies used to fuck with the Johnnies. That's what we call them back in the day. I call them strikers now.
Striker, it was Johnny's now. Striker,
yeah, Johnnies and all that. So we used to fuck with the Johnnies on North Side of Market around 60th Street, right? So we kept fucking with them. My homie kept saying, yo, stop hanging around them. And she was trying to give me the game. And of course, I was feeling myself. Feel like I was grown. My nuts dropped a little bit, you know what I mean? And I felt like I knew everything. So long story short, I get booked, bam. I get banged for one of the Johnnies. I get banged for the Johnnies, my homie in the court. I told you Allah was gonna punish you. You're not in the masjid like you supposed to. You're not doing And I'm like, damn, this shit hitting me now. This shit real. And the judge standing there like, Fareed, X, Y, and Z. Okay, 3.5 to 20. No, she said 24 and a half months. I said 24 and a half. So I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb, bro. I'm thinking she's saying 24 and a half years. So I'm in the joint like, oh, I'm like, ooh, shit. I said, for this? Damn.
You're like, wait, what? What did you just say?
But even with that, she said 24 and a half months. So that's two years and like 3 months or some shit like that. So even when she said that, I'm like, I'm only like a kid. In my head, I'm like, I'm only a kid. But I'm like, damn, that's 2 years of my life gone, bro. Yeah. Like, gone. But I didn't even wind up spending 2 years. It's wound up being 3. So that goes to show you get locked up in that shit and you get tuned in, you fucked.
Ain't no going
you
back.
Bang, bro. Bro, 3 years of my life is gone. I'm 34 years old. That means I could have been way farther in the plumbing game. Allahu Alam. But I could have been somewhere different than where I'm at now. But instead of me doing what my homie and my step-pop told me to do, I thought I knew everything like these young boys do now. And I'm not talking at them. I'm just trying to give them some nasiha or some advice to where they can learn from the shit that I went through and the shit that my homies went through, the shit that your peoples went through. You feel me? Know what I'm saying? Like, when I see your peoples go down, I'm like, damn, like I love this nigga.
You can't get that. You can't get that time back. You like,
yeah, bro.
Once that judge say what they say, give you that sentence and slam that gavel. Mom can't save you, grandma, uncle. Nobody can save you.
But the first thing niggas do is say, "Let me call my mom."
Yeah, but like you can't call.
I see niggas get booked all the time. They say, "Call my mom."
Your mom can't save you. Your mom, what is your mom gonna come there? Your mom can't save you.
Because that's the first instinct. That's the first instinct of the black men in America and Philadelphia. They want to go to mommy. It's mommy mode now. No, it should have been mommy mode when you was doing what the fuck you was doing.
Exactly.
When your mommy was telling you not to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm up there, but by the admittment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I get up there, right? I get up to the what was that? Vision Quest. I get up there, and I already knew they worked there, but I never really knew what it was because I never was there before that. But a lot of brothers from the masjid worked at Vision Quest. Okay. So that joint was clutch for me. I'm in that joint on the phone. They got a 5-minute phone call. I'm on there 2 hours, blowing and all that, talking all crazy. Lunches free, everything. Visitations 2 hours long. I'm just up there talking to niggas, but I'm not glorifying that joint as if that was cool. I'm just saying I had it in up there. Yeah. But, and I was a young boy anyway, but that's not a route these niggas want to take. Like,
it's not, especially at such a young age. Like, to throw away your youth is, I feel like it's the worst thing that you can do when you have the opportunity to go make change. Like,
yeah, they don't even want to make change.
Like, you can,
the niggas don't want to make cheese. These young boys don't want money, bro.
Yeah, and it's crazy, right? Because I just got invited out to an event. Somebody called me yesterday. So, hey, I got this event going on. You know, I need you there. I need you to come talk to the young. I need you there. Bring about like a few people with you, but I need you there. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. They like, you know, yeah, I just keep, you know, I try to get through to them, but for some odd reason, it's like I can't. Like, it's like they hear me, but they're not listening to what I'm saying. Like, you know, talk to them about something like, yeah, you know, I'm selling drugs, da da da, and she's like, but it's not getting you nowhere. Like, in the long run, like, you know, what are you doing with it? I see you got Balenciagas on your feet, whatever. You like, you know, these niggas, clothes, but like, listen, what are you doing to take care of, like, you know, yourself, your family, things like that? And I'm like, man, like, that's crazy, because somebody might say, all right, no, I'm getting money, I'm scamming, I'm selling drugs, but it's like, in the long run, where will that get you? How far will you get with that? Will you be able to take care of your family? Will you be able to put your kids through college and things like that, which y'all heard doing?
That's what I tell niggas. Because I still got homies that do sell drugs. And, you know what I mean, I got homies that do all types of shit. Legal and other shit that y'all supposed to be doing. That's what I tell niggas that is doing the dumb shit. Bro, where's the residual income on this? Let's get that out the way. You can't file that nigga taxes. That's 2. Then in addition to that, if you making all this money that you say you're making with this that you're doing, then make it profitable or make it halal. You making, all right, you a bricklayer? Okay, sell that brick and buy 3 houses. Now put some niggas in there and put niggas to work. You understand what I'm saying? You know your homie a plumber. Go get a crib. I know all the contractors. I'll GC the shit. You pay them directly. You know, see where your money is going. Now you got residual income. Now you have a place for your family. Now if you get booked, you can pick that up for collateral. But if you don't have that, all you got is an SRT charger and some Balenci's and a Rollie and chain. They don't want that shit.
None of that stuff matters. Like, in reality, none of that stuff will be able to take care of the responsibilities that
Bro.
you will obtain as you move on through life.
Bro, I bought a
Like,
Rollie. I don't even wear it, bro. I
it's not
don't
like,
wear no Rollie
and
no more, bro.
that's another thing. Like, a lot of the times you be like, damn, no, I really want this, and then you get it, and it's like, it's not.
Yeah, what
It's
the
not all
fuck?
that. Like,
Who the
it's
fuck
not.
cares?
It's not all that. You know how many people out here walk around with Balenciagas on, a chain, a Rollie, that $1,000, $2,000 coat, whatever.
No
You know how many
bullshit.
people walking around with
They
this type of
walk
stuff?
around with a Rollie and a scat pack, then they doing this. They knocking on the door. Mom, let me in.
Like it doesn't. That's another thing that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why not? Why not, instead of going to buy these things, but still not not being in your own space? Why not be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to invest this money and put it somewhere to where as though it can, get me these things.
Prime example. I was watching a movie. It's a all-time great. I watch it. I could watch it 1,000 times. Paid in full.
Okay, great, definitely all time great movie.
But are you thinking about what I'm thinking about?
What? Let me hear what you.
No, you're not.
Let me hear
So,
what you're saying.
as far as when Mitch came in the crib and he choked up Uncle Ice. So what the fuck you doing here, Ice? And he choked Ice up, and he told them, none of you bum ass niggas, you, Tommy, ain't none of y'all bum ass niggas down at the store getting none of my money ever. Now when you edit this, right, I want you to put that clip.
All right,
I want you to put that. It's like a 30-second clip. Put that clip on this segment of this episode, right? And then also put the clip at when he went to the room. You didn't peep? Did you ever peep? Sonny slept 2 feet away from him in his mom's apartment in the projects in New York City. Biggest drug dealer ever. He said, you niggas acting like you ain't got $5,000, man. Y'all playing with this type of money. Yeah. But you go into an apartment with your mom that's shooting up. Your little brother sleeps 2 feet away from you. You ain't peeped the bed that he slept on?
Now I'm thinking about it. I did.
You feel what I'm saying? If you go back and watch the movie, big ass chain, you in a room with your little brother. A small ass apartment. You understand what I'm saying? These niggas it's not resonating with them what they gotta go back home to. And I know they feel nutty and bad when you go back home, when you take your rollie off, and then your little brother is sleeping 5 feet away from you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So even with that, with Mitch, it was just like, this how these niggas is carrying it, bro. It's sad. This how these niggas want to carry it. They want to carry it that way, bro. They want to be like Mitch. Yeah. You heard what Meek said? He said, I never wanted to be like Mike. I wanted to be like Mitch.
But all the little niggas want to be like that. Yeah.
Want to see my shit, and it's my shit. But nigga, I'ma keep my shit.
Like,
come on, bro.
This stuff, like,
come on, bro.
I listen to Meek a lot solely because, like, I think about how he says these things in his lyrics and like what he's saying behind it. Right. Like, he's not saying like, not go, if that's what you want, not go and get these things. But if you're going to get these things, at least make sure your responsibilities is taken care of first.
Mm-hmm. Priorities.
Make sure you the things that need to prioritize are prioritized first. Your mom cool, your kids cool, your family cool, the people around you good. Then you can go do that stuff. Yeah. Don't go do that before all of that is taken care of.
That shit retarded.
Like, it's back. That's like it's
that
backwards.
Shit is retarded.
It's backwards.
It's retarded.
I'm gonna go buy a Rollie or a chain before I even get out of my mom's crib. Bro. I'm gonna buy a Rollie or a chain before I make sure I could put my kid through school. I'm gonna go buy a Rollie or a chain before I buy my mama a house, buy myself something like that. Like, bro, that's backwards. It doesn't make any sense. And I feel like it's important for people to like really step back and say it outright. Like, I'm gonna go buy this, whatever, before I do this, and then think about it. Damn, I just said I'm gonna go buy a chain or a watch
before I have a place to stay.
Like, before I have a place to stay, I'm gonna go buy a chain or a watch before I make sure that my kid has nothing to worry about. And like, it's gonna say it and then think about it. Because when you say something in your head, you
But
don't
that's
really,
what I be doing, bro.
like,
I'm
you
the
don't
type
really
of
process it.
listen. I'm the nut ass nigga.
Mm.
In the eyes, I'm the nut ass nigga when I say shit like, bro. Like, if you said that out loud, I'm gonna say, bro, you dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell bro, you dumb as shit. So you'd rather do that than make sure your son got some ACGs on his feet. You would rather go spend $300 on a bottle on some hoes in the club. You'd rather go smoke some weed. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the reasons, like, and I'm gonna go into this and I'm gonna get right on and off, no diddy. I'm gonna get on the topic, then I'm gonna get off the topic. But that's why when I was younger, I stopped smoking weed. I smoked weed for like a smidge at a time. Smidget. And I was addicted to perks. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
But as soon as I got addicted to them Jones and I realized it was an addiction, I got right the fuck up out of there. That shit was wicked. But there's no shade to the niggas that pop pills or the niggas that sip syrup or the niggas that smoke weed. But I see people and it's a bill.
Yeah.
Just like you want to talk on your phone, you got to pay to talk on your phone. But you want to smoke weed, you got to pay to smoke weed, bro. Unless you're a crab ass nigga smoking everybody that's going around smoking everybody weed. But at the end of the day, weed is a bill. All these things are a bill. They're all addictions, bro. They're all addictions.
I done heard like artists go on many different platforms and talk about, when they realize they need to stop doing this stuff. Cause like, damn, I'm doing this. I'm not thinking about it as an addiction. But then I'm looking back and seeing how much I'm spending on this. It's like, damn, I done spent 50,000 on lean, and that ain't like, what is that doing for me? 50,000.
What you get from that?
What are you getting from it? Damn, this 50,000 could have went to like something that's really important.
On some real shit, you could have gave that away to the
like,
homeless or something.
Think about it think about it like that. Like that's why I think it like that's why I said before. I really think it's important. Like before you like do something, say it out loud and then let your brain process it. Don't just say it in your head. Say it out loud and then let your brain process it, because then you'll think about it more.
I think niggas need to talk to Chat GPT
like
more.
No
bullshit. I think niggas need to talk to Chat GPT.
Because
should I do
logically it doesn't make sense.
I'm glad AI the fuck out. I'm glad it's AI out. I'm glad it's AI, bro.
Like,
no bullshit.
It doesn't make any sense logically.
Niggas need to talk to Chat GPT and say, Chat GPT, should I buy a car before I buy a house? Matter of fact, I'm out there.
Dead serious. Logically,
let's just see. I want to see this shit. No bullshit.
Logically, a lot of these experiences, they don't make sense logically.
I'm gonna exit. Hey, Chat.
Hey there. It's great to meet you. How can I help you today?
How can I help you? Hey, Chat. Should I buy a car before I buy a house? Oh, it's on mute. My bad.
Should I buy a watch before
Hey, Chat. Should I buy a watch before I buy a house?
That's a fun question. It really depends on your priorities. Generally, a house is a bigger investment, more important in the long run. But if a watch is something you really love and it's within your budget, why not?
All right. Well, he just made it clear.
You heard
that nigga just made it clear.
The house is the bigger investment, is more important. You know, a watch, a chain, none of that cannot take care of other things that really matter. And you can't do anything with it in the long run. What are you really going to do with the watch and the chain? Post it on the gram, throw it up on the gram for what? For what? What is that doing for you and your family? The people
they want to look cool.
You know, the people that need you. What is that doing for them? Your kids, your nieces, your nephews. What is that doing for these people?
They want to look cool, popular, look like they're a millionaire. I just was seeing this story right on the gram the other day of this lady. Oh, sure. This lady that she was flaunting and she was capping on the gram. She was probably the biggest capper this year thus far. She was squatting in a $3 million house, $3.5 million house in down south somewhere in Georgia.
Okay.
But she had like a nice Benz SUV joint. Yeah, ooh. She had that joint popping, but she was squatting in the crib. And then they booked her dumb ass.
Yeah.
And she said, all I got, The chauffeur, they was asking her to pay money back for doing all the shit that she did to the house, and she didn't have nothing but the car.
They're gonna take the car. What else you got? Like,
So what she doing now is she auctioning off her bags, her shoes, and all of that shit online to try to get the money back to pay those people.
And this is the reality of that type of stuff as well. Like you don't have to have an image on social media to be somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to go create this image and be something that's not you. You can remain authentic and still be somebody. There's a lot of examples of people that, you know, are themselves, comfortable in their own skin, remain themselves at all times. And, you know, they are somebody. A lot of examples of it at that. You don't have to not be authentic to yourself, to make a name for yourself, you know, to build something from the ground up. And a lot of the times, people actually want the authenticity. They actually want you to remain. They actually want you to remain yourself. Because if I know I can, and I'm sure a lot of other people can see it. When somebody is, you know, attempting to be something that they're not, you could almost see right through it and be like, bro, sis, whatever, that's not you. Like this
what
is
I
not
do
you.
is when I see motherfuckers be trying to do that dumbass bubblegum shit, I just get away from you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with it, to be honest. And I'm not saying it like I'm above or on a higher pedestal, like I'm a hierarchy or anything like that. Nigga, be you. I accept you for you. I accept niggas for who they are. But if you want to be around me, then it's certain rules and regulations of how I move. It's the difference with I'm trying to be around you. So it'd be people that want to be around you that's goofy. Yeah. Now you like, oh no, you gotta back up off me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Now it's different if you want to go be around them. They know what you're going for. They know what you're not going for. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So I just be like,
I draw the line I make it real clear. Whether you want to be around me, I want to be around you. I draw the line. Like, I'm going to tell you, listen, if this is what you want to do, you can take that and do it on your own time. You're not going to be around me doing that. Yeah. If you going to come around me, we going to make sure that, you know, you got your head on right and you see the bigger things, like the things that really matter. There's not one person that is around me that, you know, can say, damn, I don't have an understanding of like what I need to prioritize. Everybody that's around me knows like, damn, this is what matters. This is what I need to be doing. I don't need to be involved in this. I don't need to be around this crowd. I don't need to be, you know, involved in these activities. I need to be doing this because this is what matters. None of that stuff matters. None of that stuff is beneficial. And then a lot of them, they even take it a step further, like, damn, I understand this. Let me try to get these people to understand it. Like, yo, listen, we need to be doing this. Here's the things that, here's what's really going to get you to where you want to be in life. And here's what's going to help you sustain that. Not doing this. Bro, not wasting your time doing this.
I saw you and a couple other homies that that you linked in with. I seen y'all do so fucking much to where y'all make me think, like, sometimes I'll be like, man, I need to do X, Y, and Z. I need to lock the fuck in because these little niggas is surpassing. Like, I might be doing X, Y, Z on my level, on my side of the tracks, but it's like, when they come to your lane, it's like, damn, they flying on that shit. But one thing I never did, though, and it's not damn, they flying, like, damn, like, not envious. It's like, damn, alhamdulillah, that's good. Like, you giving me motivation to go harder at what the fuck I do, because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, they over here flying on this level. All right, well, I'm over here. So maybe I need to do X, Y, and Z, or maybe I can sit down with them and get some advice from y'all to where it's like, all right, how can I move up the on the totem pole faster? Yeah. Not necessarily faster, but more profitable or equitable to where it makes sense to where
I can continue.
Exactly.
That's another thing I'm glad you just talked about, is solely because you may see somebody, like, you may know somebody, you may see them, they may be like just continuing to move up the ladder. Doesn't mean that you got to look at it and be like, damn, well, how they doing it? Like,
right.
And have some like resentment in your heart. Instead of like looking at it through that lens, maybe look at it through the lens like, damn, let me sit down and talk to him, man. Hey, like, yo, how did you do this?
But that's a
Pick his brain and
But
learn.
that's a prime example of why I'm here on this platform right now. You understand? That's a prime example of why I'm here. I see you doing what you're doing. I want to be able to do what you do. I want to be able to, you know, reach out to the younger people. Like, and right now, I'm about to start a program because, you know, Ramadan coming up, inshallah, in a couple days. But we do have a program. Well, I have a program that whoever want to collaborate, they can. Okay. It's called the Ramadan Feeding Program. Okay. To where after every Friday after Juma, brothers get together. It don't matter what masjid you go to, what part of the city you at. We will be down K&A every Friday around what 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock. Down right at the center of K&A where the L is at. Okay. To where we're feeding the less fortunate. All right. If you want to contribute money, you can. If you want to just bring food, you can. If you want to bring water, clothes, whatever it is that you want to do, that can, you know, be lucrative for the movement, that's what we doing. Like, that's definitely what we doing. I don't know if you want to show up and get you some content for that.
Stuff like that, I don't like. I do this type of stuff all the time, and I don't like. Personally, I don't like posting it. Okay. I don't really think like when I'm in these spaces, I don't think like, oh, let me pick up the camera and get content on this, because I feel like I'm not really present. Like, I want to be present in this space, and, you know, in that. I don't want to be like, oh, hold on, wait, let me record. No, I want to be present. Like, this is for the greater good. Like, outside of me, you know, talking to different people, connecting with different people, on camera, off camera, I'm not thinking, damn, let me pick up the phone. No, I want to be present in that conversation. Right, if we sitting down having a one-on-one and we talk and we, you know, we picking each other brain, giving each other game. If it's not, you know, something that was scheduled to shoot, I'm not shooting it. I may talk about it on an episode, like, yeah, I had a conversation with somebody, we talked about this. But in that moment, I don't want to take away, like, my mind and distract it because now I got to record and try to, no, like, I want to be fully present in that space. But that, listen, I'm all for that. You know, giving to the less fortunate, and just overall helping people in general. Putting out good energy and helping people, you know, helping build each other up. Because that's what we all here for, to help build each other up. If we could all, like, come together and help build one another up, we all would be so far, like, so much further ahead than where we are now. But instead, we look at it through a lens like, I got to just do this for me, and not, you know, what's around me. You know, you could be the one that go out and, you know, plant the seed to, you know, to that tree, and you can build the tree trunk. And then, you know, as you grow, you can, you know, branches and things like that. You can help build other people up, and they can have different branches avenues to that, you know, branches of that tree trunk. Different you can establish the foundation of something and allow different individuals to build off of that.
No, real rap.
You don't gotta be like, I'm gonna just keep it to myself, because I was just talking about it on another episode as well. Like, when you obtain knowledge, information, and things like that, if you just keep it to yourself, you get nothing out of it. Like, if it just stops at you, you get nothing out of that. If you be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go out and obtain this knowledge and this information and pass it on to these individuals. What you learn, your teachings will continue to be passed down. Right. Like, the whole purpose of New World Leaders is to understand everybody cannot hold a position forever. Everybody won't be able to be in a space forever. Eventually, the torch will need to be passed down. We are going out and getting different individuals from all over to share, like, yo, I built to here, or I'm building to here. Let me pass this information down to whomever.
And that's
crazy,
somebody
older, younger, it doesn't matter.
It's crazy because you said that, because I told this shit to my pop. Yeah. I told this to my pop. You can't do this plumbing shit forever over here. You go have to pass. Yeah. Even though it's not his company I'm running and I open my own, even though it's not his specifically, it still got passed down to me technically. But now my son telling me, like, nigga, you ain't. I'm holler at you in about 6 years. I'm like, all right.
Like, you can only hold the torch for but so long. Yeah. You can't hold it forever. You gotta, you gotta pass the torch down.
Yeah,
If
you
you
can't
think,
statue of liberty forever, cuz.
if you think you about to be, you about to have the number one selling record for forever, it's people that have been, in the top 10 for a very long time, 10, 20, sometimes 30 years maybe. But that 31st year, somebody else coming out and they taking that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else is coming for that spot. And there's nothing wrong with you having, that number one selling record and giving game to somebody, who is trying to get to just the top 10, trying to get to that number one.
Help them out.
You don't lose your spot. You don't lose your spot.
Actually,
I look at it.
You gain more
That's what I'm saying. I look
by
at
being
it like,
a part of that.
You gain more because they can be like, damn, I contributed to this person getting here.
Yeah.
I played a part in it. In a way, no, not in a way. You contribute to that. When they win, you win. When they win, you win. You help build, what was established. So when that individual
that's what I be
wins,
trying to tell
you
niggas.
win. You don't gain anything by just obtaining knowledge and information and keeping it with yourself. No, because when you're gone, you're not here anymore. Where's that knowledge gonna go? Who's gonna have it? Who's gonna have those teachings and things like that? Where is it? What's gonna happen?
Right, nigga. What you want to die?
Where's it gonna go? You can't
want to die with the knowledge.
You can't do anything with it. Now I want to do a segment of something with you. It's called Leaders Toolkit. It's something I do with all of my guests. I want you to give the leaders 3 things that you feel they'll need in their toolkit in order to be successful. Be a characteristic, book to read, mentor, maybe a podcast to watch. Just give them 3 things you feel they'll need in their toolkit.
Well, can I do 4? Can I just do 4,
you
please?
do as many as you like.
All right, I can do as many as I like. I'm gonna just pick like a little 4 or 5 maybe. Cause I'm gonna go back to what Gil and Wallow always say, bro. Eric, not just them. People say this all the time. Believe in yourself, bro. That's the number one job. Don't let nobody tell you can't do shit. That's one. If you set out to do a goal, manifest it. Yeah. Manifest the shit. It ain't about nothing. Another thing, consistency. You gotta stay persistent on what the fuck it is that you want to do. You gotta stay persistent on it, because if you don't, you're gonna fall off. Watch this fucking podcast. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tune in, like, and subscribe.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? My young boy definitely got a lot of stuff to say. I would say, I always say stay clear of distractions. But that goes into staying persistent. But focus, I would say focus, because a lot of people get on a path and then they'll be like straight up aside by certain dumb shit. But and then my last and final thing I would say being humble and having self-control. And no matter what it is, school. And when I say school, I'm gonna dissect that a little bit by saying financial literacy, literature, mathematics, all of these things that you need. Because a lot of people say, chicks say, I want to start a hair salon. Well, you have to go to school for that, and you have to know the analogies behind all the mixtures of the chemicals in hair and all of that. So mathematics plays a part in that. And all of these things play a part of barbers, construction workers, even podcasters. Y'all gotta learn the algorithms and all of that shit.
No matter what lane it is, you'll have to study it. Like, you'll have to study. You can't just jump into something and just do it without understanding.
Even
like,
niggas that sell weed, bro,
like,
you gotta weigh that shit on the scale, cuz you gotta know you
gotta understand these things. So all of it is so many different things that go into it. Like, from the outside in, it may look like, all right, this thing is easy. Yeah, I can do it. Being an entrepreneur is easy. Owning a business is easy. These things are not easy because you may see somebody showing you all of them, them winning, but you don't see the behind the scenes and what they go through, behind closed doors. Cameras off. Podcasting is easy. This stuff is not easy. It's a lot that goes into it. It's not easy, you know. Like, all right, well, I gotta sit down. I got, you know, I gotta schedule. I don't have a big production team. I gotta schedule this. I gotta make sure I take care of this. Get back to this person and these
Hours of
people.
editing.
I gotta edit. I gotta make sure, you know, this is uploaded. This is put in this place. I gotta reach out to these people because I want to.
Yeah, bro. I don't want to do no
it's
podcast no more.
a
It's too
like
much to go.
it's a lot, especially when you're building something up. But I always say, no matter how much, you know, goes into these things, when you're passionate about something and you have a deep love for it and a why, and a lot of times it needs to be something that's bigger than you. When you have those things with you, that's what's gonna go on my toolkit. I'm gonna put that in there. A why, passion, and deep love, right? You gotta love it. I'm gonna just put those two. We're gonna keep those two. I feel like
I love what I do.
A why and be passionate. When you have that with you, you can carry that in your toolkit on that long road. You're gonna be good. Nothing is going to stop you. You're gonna look straight past, oh, I gotta do all this. You gonna get it done.
Tunnel vision, a motherfucker.
You gonna get it done. You're gonna figure out, all right, you know what? Let me schedule to do this at this time. All right, I'm gonna take an hour out to edit this episode. Then I'm gonna take another hour out to outreach to these people, respond to these people. You're going to make it work. You'll figure it out. Without those two things, when things get tough, because they will, no matter what you're doing,
for sure,
when things get tough, you will give up. You're not going to continue to push through. You will give up. So you'll need these things. If you don't have a why, you won't find it. It's gonna find you. I'll tell you, it's gonna find you. And a lot of the times, in the reality of it, it may come out of something that you just don't understand. It may come out of, a lot of the time it's birthed from a traumatic experience. And you like, wait, you know, what do I need to learn from this? But it's something great. I've always been told, and I've seen many examples of this as well. Mm-hmm. A lot of great things are birthed from, you know, individuals having a traumatic experience. There's a lot of great that come out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of, you can turn, I'm sure everybody heard the term, you know, turning pain into passion. That's
even for the Muslims, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, with hardship then come ease. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, even if you're Muslim or even if you're not Muslim, just a prime example, with hardship comes ease. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you gotta have your faith in who you believe is a higher power. Mm-hmm. I mean, whoever that is.
Gotta have your faith. With that, you know, Wallow said it before, God gonna stress you before he bless you. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is that you sit and you think about, you dream about, you be like, oh, I want to do this thing. You'll have to go through many challenges before you can even, you know, just.
Because Allah also said, do you think you say you believe and not be tested?
Yeah.
So you gonna get tested.
You're going to be tested.
He tests the ones he love the most, bro.
Yeah, you're going to be tested. No matter what faith you believe in, you will be tested when you want to do something. You want to get somewhere, you want to obtain a position. Anybody can get somewhere, not everybody can, you know, sustain that place. Mm-hmm. Not everybody can hold that position. Well, if you want to hold that position, you need to go through things to be able to mold that character. Anybody can go out and, you know, build a company from the ground up, but not everybody can, you know, sustain $1 million company. Not everybody can, you know, sustain being the biggest.
Oh, you said I'm a millionaire. Don't tell niggas that, bro.
Like, not everybody.
Niggas like trying to jeer me, bro.
Not everybody can maintain these positions. And you got to go through things to mold your character to be able to hold that seat before you can be able to pass the torch down to other people.
No, real rap.
Dead serious. Now, before we wrap up, I want you to leave the leaders with something to keep them going through the moments that they feel like they want to give up. They may be in a space where it's like, I don't know, I feel like I want to take a step back from this thing. What's something
I could use me as an example?
Go ahead.
Like I just said, I use Islam as my tool. Mm-hmm. Like, all just aside, I use Islam as my tool. When I'm having hard times and hardships, no matter what it is, financially, emotionally, physically, I take it to the rug, bro. I take it right to the masjid. Yeah, that's just what it is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the 99 names is Al-Razak. Mm-hmm. So I use that as Allah is the provider. Allah is going to provide for me. No matter what I'm thinking in my head, damn, I gotta do this. This ain't done. That got done. Oh, I got so much on my plate. Nah, Allah is the most merciful. So at the end of the day, I just have my faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I try the best of my ability to do that with everything we do in our life.
Yeah.
But for the people that aren't Muslim, I gotta, you know, I would say put your faith in whoever it is you believe. If you don't have a higher power, you don't believe in a higher power, that's fine too. Put your faith within yourself, manifest it. Manifestation is a very, very real and strong situation. To where people can manifest themselves. Like you said, don't just think about it in your head. Say that shit to yourself 1,000 fucking times.
Yo, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You gonna get tired of hearing yourself.
Your body will start to just do these things.
Yeah, your body gonna do it for you.
I'm gonna do this. Like you'll start to see like your actions will start to act out in a way that will align with what you said that you will do.
Yeah, because you could talk all you want. You could talk, like I said on the Gillies, you could talk all the bubblegum bullshit you want, bro. At the end of the day, do what the fuck you gotta do. And my old head, your pop told me, he said, Reed, do what you gotta do so you could do what you wanna do.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna leave it at that, bro.
Listen, leaders, do what you gotta do. Take care of your priorities and things like that.
So you can do what you want to do.
You can go buy that. You can go buy that car that you want. You can go buy that house. You can go on that trip. But you got to do what you have to do what you want to do later on. It starts now. You got to do what you got to do now, so later on you can do what you want to do.
For sure.
For those who want to tap in with plumbing, maybe they got a question like, how I get into it, I want to learn about it. Let them know where to find you.
Oh, they can find me on Instagram. You know what I mean? All my stuff is on there. All my information on there. Both my numbers. Phila, PHILA_plumbing. Again, PHILA_plumbing.
Listen, I appreciate you for coming out. Leaders, man. This serious. Make sure y'all go tap in. Y'all got a question? I want to learn about plumbing. I saw a list. Maybe I want to talk about this. Don't be scared to reach out. I'm gonna tell y'all this all the time.
For sure.
Don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to make a new connection. You never know where to take you. Never know where just a simple conversation could take you. You asking a question. I want to learn about this. Maybe I'm involved in the field. Could you help me with this? You never know where that'll take you. May open the door for you. Do not be scared to reach out to somebody, have a conversation with somebody at all. I'm going to encourage y'all to really don't. Like, seriously, connections
definitely
and
reach out.
Relationships will take y'all far, very, very far. So when I say that, when y'all go in the description, y'all see Instagram, and y'all know, y'all be like, damn, I want to ask them about this. How do I get into it?
Ask away.
Don't be scared to go click that hyperlink and send them a message. Yo, what's good, Reed? I saw you on New World Leaders podcast. I want to ask you about this. Don't be scared to do it, man. Seriously.
Like and subscribe to New World Leaders.
Yeah, make sure y'all
everywhere, bro.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. I can't stress it enough, man. I really appreciate y'all. That's it for today's episode. I hope everybody have a wonderful day, rest of the day. When this episode drop, you see it at 3 o'clock. Y'all have enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Y'all know the motto. We'll see y'all in the next one, man.